Welcome back. Did you miss me? You should have missed me. It's been a hell of a week. But let's just get right into it with today's topic, the one and only Bed of Nightmares from the Voynich Hotel, or Seiman Douman. If you aren't familiar, the story follows a nameless protagonist who travels to the mysterious Voynich Hotel after receiving a letter from his friend Setsuko, inviting him for an undisclosed purpose. Upon arrival, he learns that she has checked out already and is left with no choice but to stay at the hotel overnight. And this is where the story begins. This manga is a collection of bizarre, seemingly interconnected stories, all of which take place in the hotel, each more surreal and nightmarish than the last. In classic Douman fashion, we are treated to a myriad of strange and grotesque imagery. From rooms with mouths instead of doors to a woman whose fingers are as long as her entire body. The art throughout is absolutely insane, as you would expect from someone like Douman. I can't really describe it as it's not very photorealistic. It's very quirky and off-putting in the best way possible. As the protagonist explores the hotel, we learn about its peculiar guests, including a man who lives inside a grand piano and a woman who has been turned into a plant. The stories all blend together in a dreamlike atmosphere, leaving the reader to piece together the connections between them. It's up to you to decide what, if anything, is actually going on here. It's a weird mixture of the absurd and the nightmarish, with moments of dark humor sprinkled throughout. One minute you could be reading about a perfectly normal conversation between characters, and the next they're being chased through the hotel by a giant meat cleaver. It's unnerving and uncomfortable, yet strangely compelling. I know I use this phrase a lot, but it's truly a one-of-a-kind experience. If you were to show someone this manga who had never heard of Douman before, they would assume that it was an acid trip put on paper. They'd probably ask, who is this guy, and why does he draw everything as if he's high on something? But that's exactly the point. Douman's work isn't meant to be taken seriously. It's supposed to make you feel uneasy and question your own sanity. What makes the Voynich Hotel so fascinating is the complete lack of explanation for anything. We don't know why the protagonist is chosen to stay at the hotel. We don't know what happened to Setsuko or why she sent the letter. We don't know anything about any of the other guests or their bizarre situations. This lack of closure forces the reader to confront their own reality and question the nature of the world around them. The ending of the manga is particularly thought-provoking, leaving us with a lingering sense of unease. Without giving too much away, the protagonist eventually checks out of the hotel and returns to his normal life, but he is never the same again. The stories he experienced at the Voynich Hotel continue to haunt him, blurring the line between reality and nightmare. Overall, Bed of Nightmares is a must-read for anyone who loves surreal and grotesque horror. Douman's art style is truly unique and unforgettable, and the story is both disturbing and thought-provoking. I would highly recommend this manga, but I would advise you to read it alone in a dark room. There are some similarities to Junji Ito's work, especially his short story collections like Fragments of Horror. Both authors excel at creating a sense of dread and impending doom, and they both have a knack for the absurd and the grotesque. However, Douman's work is even more bizarre and unsettling than Ito's. Where Ito's stories often explore themes of body horror and psychological torment, Douman's stories are more abstract and dreamlike. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. As always, thanks for watching.